The monkey world is smarter than you think. What if I told you that monkeys can remember faces, solve problems, use simple tools, and even learn from each other? And here is the really interesting part. Some monkeys can watch another monkey do something once and then try to do the same things themselves. They may look funny, they may look playful, but behind those eyes is a surprisingly smart animal. Today, we are going deep into the world of monkeys, and by the end of this video, you may never look at a monkey the same way again. So, let's begin. A world full of monkeys. Monkeys live in many different parts of the world. You can find them in tropical forests, mountains, grasslands, and even places close to human cities. There are hundreds of different kinds of monkeys, and they are not all the same. Some are very small, some are much longer, some spend most of their time in trees. They spend a lot of time on the ground, but one thing connects many of them. They are highly social animals. Monkeys often live in groups, and living in a group is not always simple. Every monkey has to understand that the others are doing. They need to know who is friendly, who is nearby, where food may be found, and when it is time to move. That means communication is extremely important, and monkeys have many ways to communicate. They use sounds, they use body movements, they use facial expressions. Even a simple look can send a message to another monkey. Imagine living in a world where you are consistently watching the place around you, people around you. That is normal life of many monkeys. Monkeys are great observers. One of the most interesting thing about monkeys is how much they learn by watching. Think about how humans learn. A child sees someone open a door, the child watches carefully. Then later, the child tries to do it. Monkeys can also learn through observation. For example, if one monkey discovers a new way to get food, other monkeys may watch closely. They do not need a classroom. They do not need a teacher standing in front of them. They simply watch, then they try, and if the method works, they may remember it. This is one reason monkey groups can develop interesting habits. A behavior can spread from one monkey to another, and sometimes young monkeys learn by watching other members of the group. This is especially fascinating because it shows us that intelligence is not only about solving a problem, it is also about learning from experience, and monkeys are constantly gaining experience. Every day brings something new. A new food, a new place, a new challenge, a new situation. And the monkeys have to figure out what to do next. The problem solvers. Now, let's talk about something that makes monkeys really impressive: problem solving. Suppose a monkey wants food, but the food is not easy to reach. It cannot simply grab it. So, what does it do? It looks, it thinks, it tries. Maybe the first attempt does not work, so it tries something else. This may sound simple, but it is an important part of animal intelligence. Some monkeys have been observed using objects around them to help solve problems. They can pick up objects, move them, use them in useful ways, and learn from what happens next. The important thing is not just the object, it is the idea behind the action. The monkey has to understand that one thing can help it achieve another thing. That is a form of problem solving. And sometimes monkeys can surprisingly patient. They may try again after failing. They may watch another animal. They may change their approach. That is something humans can relate to. Because sometimes the smartest thing you can do is simply try again. The social life of a monkey. Now imagine waking up every day surrounded by dozens of other monkeys. You are never really alone. There is always something happening. Some monkeys are eating, some are moving, some are playing. Some are watching what everyone else is doing, and some are simply relaxing. But social life can also be complicated. Monkeys form relationships. They spend time with certain members of their group. They care for young monkeys. They can cooperate, and they can also disagree. Young monkeys especially spend a lot of time playing, and play is not just for fun. It can help young animals learn important skills. They learn how to move, how to react, how to communicate, and how to interact with others. In a way, play can be practice for adult life, and this is something we can see in many intelligent animals. Learning does not always look like studying. Sometimes learning looks like playing. One of the cutest things in the monkey world is watching a young monkey explore. A young monkey is naturally curious. Everything can become interesting. A leaf, a branch, a small object, another monkey, even a strange sound. The young monkey watches, then it moves closer, it touches some things, it watches something, it looks at the reaction, and slowly it learns. The curiosity can be very useful because the world is full of things the young monkey has never seen before. Older monkeys can also play an important role. Young monkeys watch them closely, they learn where to go, where to avoid, how to find food, and how to behave around another member of the group. So, when you see a young monkey following an older monkey, it may be doing more than simply walking behind it. It may be learning, and that is what makes the monkey world so fascinating. Monkeys and humans. There is another reason humans find monkeys so interesting. Sometimes their behavior feels familiar. A monkey can look curious, it can become excited, it can become cautious, it can play, it can explore, and it can react to what happens around it. But we should remember something important. Monkeys are wild animals. Even when they look friendly or funny, they are still animals with their own needs and natural behavior. That means we should respect them. The best way to enjoy monkeys is by watching them from a safest distance and protecting their natural environment. Their forests and habitats are not just beautiful places, they are their homes. And when those homes disappear, wild animals lose important places to live. So learning about monkeys is not only about entertainment. It can also help us understand why protecting wildlife matters. The supporting thing about monkeys. So, what is the biggest lesson we can learn from monkeys? Maybe it is the intelligence does not always look the way we expect. We often think intelligence means speaking, reading, or doing, but intelligence can also mean adopting, learning, remembering, watching, try again, and understanding what works. Monkeys show many of these abilities in their everyday lives. They do not need to live like humans to be intelligent. They have their own way of understanding the world, and that is what makes them so interesting. The next time you see a monkey sitting quietly and looking around, remember this. It may not be doing nothing, it may be watching, it may be learning, it may be deciding what to do next. And that simple moment can tell us a lot about the amazing world of animals. Monkeys are playful, they are social, they are curious, and in many ways, they are much more intelligent than people realize. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.